Dans quelle langue enseigner en France? C'est la polémique du moment, de l'autre côté de la Manche. Vraiment, c'est vrai. Now, or in another language that you might be more familiar with, what language should French university courses be taught in? It's a hot debate in France, with the government proposing some courses be taught in English to attract foreign students, and traditionalists, well, they're less keen. With me is French commentator, businessman Yannick No. And Yannick, thanks very much for being with us.
You.
Are you going to give me marks out of 10 for my French? No, don't.
Not really, but anyway.
Yeah, not bad. Pas mal. Look, why are people in France getting so agitated about this subject?
Well, French is a taboo subject in France. It's been protected for centuries. We have, Académie Française, which exists in 1635, and since the 80s, we have the exception culturelle, the cultural exception to preserve the French language, not only on university or for the education, but on TV, in the media, and to make sure that the place of the French language in the world stay predominant.
Yeah, and it's worth saying that even if you listen to French radio stations today, they can't just play endless American music or British music.
Yes, there's a quota in radio, there's a quota in French music, and for example on TV, French TV, most of the foreign program will still be translated in French instead of being here with subtitle.
So the proposal that's caused all this alarm is that to attract foreign students, you need to give some lessons in English, because not that many Indians or Chinese will speak.
Yes, in fact it's twofold. I mean, in China, for example, there's 10 million English speakers, there's 100,000 French speakers. So if you want to attract, it's a very lucrative market, but if you want to attract a lot of French students that will pay a lot of money to, like they do here in UK, to follow to have a very good education, by introducing some lessons, some courses in English, you have more chance to attract them. Second of all, if the pool of French speakers is very small, it's very limited, you will mostly select on the language, when in fact a university should be able to select the brightest student to be for research paper or to have the highest level possible. The second thing, I think it's even more important, it's French students in 2013 need to speak better English.
Yeah, I mean, the other interesting thing about this is that if you look at kind of one of your hugely successful business schools, INSEAD at Fontainebleau, which is outside the French education system, all the lessons are given in English there.
Yes,
because they want to attract the brightest and the best.
My master now is 100%. I mean, it's been since a couple of years, but it's 100% in English. Right now, the limitation that apply for university did not apply for private school. So you had a lot of business school, engineer school that have courses now in English. But for university, the law was different, and they were not allowed to have too many French courses. But I think there is 795 courses in French university now that are in English. So it's already there. There's absolutely no point to trying to push against it, because it's already there.
Do you think that bodies like the Académie Française are sort of like King Canute trying to stop the waves coming into the shore? Because, I remember when I was living in Paris, they said that, email should not be email, it should be courrier électronique.
Yeah, courrier.
Yeah, no one uses that. Everyone says email.
I know, and everybody says weekend.
And everyone says the weekend, yeah.
I mean, language is not a static entity. It's something that will evolve and it will progress, and obviously a foreign word will be introduced. I still think that I rather prefer to speak a language only in French or only in English instead of peppering any kind of language with foreign words. But yes, I think it might be seen a bit outdated. And anyway, in terms, we're not talking about what to read and art, we're talking about education. And education, the process of education is to make sure that people find jobs. And, we have record high unemployment in France, both for the entire country. I think it's 10.3%. And youth unemployment is at all-time high too.
OK, I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring in my friend Hugh Schofield, our correspondent, who is in Paris for us at the moment. And Hugh, I'd be interested to get your views on this as an Englishman living in Paris. In Paris itself, I think among the middle classes, everybody speaks English, don't they?
Well, I mean, what I've noted in the last 15 years or so that I've been living here is that the level has certainly gone up. I mean, when I first arrived here, and you were here, what, about 7 or 8 years ago, the level was pretty poor. And I mean, I remember very early on in my time here having a neighbour come to me who was at university studying English and wanted me to help her with something incredibly complicated like Chaucer or Dickens or something to translate for her that. But she couldn't ask me to do it in plain spoken English. So you had this ridiculous mismatch of people at very high levels supposedly speaking English but really having absolutely no grasp of the spoken language at all. But that has improved. And, you know, when I look at my children's generation now in their late teens, early 20s, they are far more aware of the needs. And that's why, in a way, I don't think this... Even though we've made a big story out of this because, of course, it fits into the narrative of French and its language obsession and so on, I don't think the actual opposition to it is going to be that great. There are, of course, pro forma cries of horror from the Académie and from various people who, of course, quite understandably love the French language. But, I mean, you know, when you look at the statistics that the minister brought out in the debate yesterday, there are only 3,000 Indians studying in France. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. If France wants to be part of the world, it knows that it has to speak what the world speaks, and the world doesn't speak French. And I mean, enough people, I think, really understand that now.
OK, Hugh Schofield, Yannick here in the studio, both of you, thank you very much. Indeed, really interesting conversation. I was amazed, actually, at the Olympics last year.
Yes.
That in the Olympic Stadium, all the signs were first in French and then in English afterwards.
And it was the same in Malmö for the Eurovision. Everything was spoken in French.
And at the European Parliament as well. Yannick, thank you very much.
Thank you very
indeed.
much.
OK, really interesting to talk to you. Now.